What's up guys, my name is Plasma Waffles and this is how a level 37 defeats a level 55 legendary ecliptic battleship called the Camulus in Starfield. First things first, let's go ahead and check out my ship. It's called the Raven Song, which is a modified Star Eagle from the Ranger quests from the Killer City. So I focused on a particle beam plus the EM for knocking down ship systems and missile for extra hull damage. And then it came with pretty sweet features, very good maneuverability. On top of that, I have an amazing crewmate named Omari, who I picked up from Killer City also, and he is basically my Geordie.
I can't hold the antimatter containment fields, initiating emergency shutdown.
He is specialized in shields and starship engineering, which increases my shield capacity by 60% and a ship repair rate by 10%.
Good to see a friend.
Very good to see you. Anytime.
And with that all done, let's head back to the action. As you can see in the top left, there is a special mission associated with this battleship, and that's why I decided to kill it. It started out as a friendly actually, and you had to kill, it came with an escort, so you had to kill the level 25, level 22, and the level 12 ship, and so I decided to kill those first. The battleship is pretty slow, so I maneuvered out of them, killed all the escort first, and decided so I can have time to focus on the battleship. So my tactic here, which I developed over many trials, is to go behind the battleship. The battleship has a blind spot right behind it. So most of its weapons are on top and below. I think it's got like lasers on top and some ballistic weapons at the bottom. So you want to just hover in the sweet spot right behind the engine. And also you want to match the speed. So that's why I'm not throttling with the left stick. So I'm using controller. It's much easier to fly the ship in controller. So I'm using actually the engine power on the power system, so to throttle my speed. So sometimes you can see me take it one notch, take it down a notch, just to kind of match the speed of the battleship. I've also focused all my power on the EM and the missiles, because I don't want to deal with too many variables, just simplify it. Your priority is to stay in this one spot, match its speed. And using the EM reloads very quickly, and the missile to just take out the shield too. Actually, it does shield damage. So you slowly take it down, and then you'll reach a point where all the shield is gone. You gotta keep in mind that the ship is also repairing while it's taking damage. So that's why you gotta hammer it constantly with damage. And then this point, I am just like staying behind the battleship. I've got my particle beam a little bit, and see, now I've knocked down a few systems. I've knocked down shield, the grav engine, and the ballistic weapons. But still, my first priority is just to stay in that spot. The ship will continue to kind of maneuver itself around, but I don't know why the AI does this. It just kind of puts power on the engine, like thrusts forward, and you can see later on why it would have had a better here we go. So shit. So one of the things you need to watch out for is when the engine finally stops. because then the ship starts to kind of swivel around, which I guess is it's not the pitch, it's the yaw, I think is what you call it. And now I'm trying very, very hard to kind of stay behind the engines, but the ship kind of wants to rotate so it can shoot me. Makes sense. The other thing I also need to watch out for is not hitting the ship itself, like bumping into the ship. Bumping into the ship actually does damage to your hull, or to your ship, and I found that out the hard way. And so you just gotta keep hammering it, find that sweet spot until you knock out everything. You knock out all the systems, very good. And now the ship is still trying to maneuver itself out of it, but now you can't shoot back. You will see me trying to correct it and overcorrect it, and you can see some of the systems are getting repaired, so you have to watch out for that. So you don't want to be complacent about where your ship is positioned, because it might have repaired its weapons and you forgot it, and it'll shoot you out. I've also used up a lot of ship repair parts already. Ship parts already, because I had to deal with the escort and trying to deal with the battleship itself. And so yeah, so I'm knocking down the systems again. If you look at the bottom left, I've got a lot of broken systems. The way you repair systems in this game is to put power in it, but putting power on it right now would put thrust on my engine, which means I would ram into it. Right now, so basically the battleship is just dead in the water, and all I have to do is just hammer it. The only thing that reloads really quickly is the particle beam, and the missile takes a while, so I'm just gonna spamming it until it's dead, and we're almost there, very, very close. Hold it, hold it. Almost there. And boom! Explosion, and there it goes. That's the legendary ecliptic battleship Camulus.
Can't shut it down. I estimate 2 minutes to a warp core breach.